There was this great idea brewing for bringing natural dye to Maryland and what that could mean for the arts community and for commercial economic benefits. And there really needed to be someone there to actually make it happen.
Natural dyes are the ways in which we colored textiles for years. And then over the past, say 100 years, the world has shifted towards synthetics. They cost less, people believe that you can do more. The problem is we've lost the art.
My favorite part about the dye workshop was just like being able to get my hands dirty and actually being able to create something that was a reflection of who I am as a person, and just like being able to use our natural resources in a very beautiful and sophisticated way.
The Natural Dye Initiative itself is definitely about finding sustainability within the dye industry. It's really great to have like this natural dye, a very different, unique project in the middle of all of this right here in Druid Hill Park.
To be able to have a natural dye initiative brought into this area that will not only provide great educational and training opportunities, but also a possibility of an economic stream that can help our community and increase workforce development. It was a great project. So we was excited about it. We was eager to actually provide funding to help make it happen.
Nowadays, people are more interested in art practice based on sustainability. So all those natural dye processes are not harmful. So it's very organic and natural way. You could make watercolor pigments, a lot of different things based on the natural plants.
I think the relationship with parks and people has allowed our students to be able to witness and be part of and embody that magic that takes plant matter and transforms into something that can adhere to the fabric.
They're really, through a very embodied and visceral way, getting a sense of not only the expertise that's required to be able to work with these materials, but also the knowledge that's been lost, the knowledge that has been carried by people over many generations, and the kind of labor that's required to be able to work with materials like this. It's very different than synthetic dye.
I get to have fun, read, make new friends, and I get to play with them.
We have our Branches program, which is high schoolers. It's an internship program for them. And we have an elementary school program, Rising First through Fifth graders. And they both exist on our campus. So there was an opportunity to introduce both programs to natural dye activities.
So we harvested the indigo dye and we made prints on these pieces of fabric. We got to learn the process that it goes through and how we can dip the dye in different times to make different shades of the indigo.
With Branches, we did a process called tatakizome, which is banging flowers and leaves into fabric and seeing how the color immediately sort of responds to the release. It's sort of like natural colorways. It was really inspiring, and I think a lot of the kids enjoyed going out and foraging, and then also working in the indigo vat, and then seeing this sort of evolution of something that goes from white to then a light blue to then a deeper blue. Those experiences have given them even greater insight into the history of something.
It's really nice to be able to, just as a farmer, to be able to come out here and focus on harvesting and taking care of the plants. And when there's a problem, it's great to be able to take it to Parks and People and have their support in it as well. The level of trust is really beautiful.
We are reality makers here at Parks and People. There's so many great dreams out there, and we go to communities that have the vision and they have their dream for a space, and we are the ones that figure out all the logistics and the mechanics for actually making that happen.
So what this allows us to do is show, even in today's age, that you can still use natural dyes, you can color textiles, you can take care of the earth, and give a trade to farmers and commercialize the entire operation. We can show that even today, nature still supersedes synthetics.